Hey guys, it's Reese here from Yes Supply. So excited to be hanging out with you tonight. It's a little noisy. I'm out on my balcony, and it's really funny because actually when I got this condo, before I even worked for myself, I knew that when I started working for myself, when I quit my job and became an entrepreneur, that I would be working out here on beautiful days. And so I know a lot of you guys in the States, it's your day off, but in Canada, it's just a regular day. I had my cottage weekend a couple days ago, and then we came back. So this is where I really like to work from. I like to meditate from. Just look out at the sailboats out there, and the sky is really, really beautiful today. So it's really awesome to be out here. So I'm going to get right into it because I actually have to go in about 8 minutes. But what I'm going to be talking to you about today is one of our questions from one of the girls in the Yes Supply Collective. So in the Yes Supply Collective, we have this little area called Ask Reese. And so it's perfect for you if you're an entrepreneur and you want to be able to ask somebody who owns a business questions and you don't really have anyone in your life who you can ask. And I created it because it's something that I wish existed before I started my business. I wish that I had somebody to ask the types of questions that I wanted to know. So we had a question come in, and she was asking, so she has this business idea, she has this business that she really, really wants to create, and she wants to be able to share it with people, to get advice, to get feedback. She wants to be able to share it in our group and really have that group of business besties to support her, cheer her on, and help her along in her journey. But she's experiencing a lot of fear. And I think we've all felt like that when we want to start a business, we want to do our own thing, but we have fear around sharing what we're talking about, especially if we're afraid that somebody might steal our business idea. Because that would be just the absolute worst feeling if you spend all of this time working on a business idea, putting, all of your effort into it, sharing your unique story with it, and then all of a sudden somebody steals it. So this is my advice for you who asked the question, and this is my advice for anybody who is experiencing this kind of thing. So the first thing that you want to think about is like, okay, what kind of business idea is this? If it's something like an app, maybe it's like the next Facebook or the next Uber or something that's never been invented before, a new way to open a pop bottle, right? Something that is completely unique. It's a new functionality. It's a new app. It's a completely new way of doing it. Definitely you do want to guard that secret, because if it's something that you can patent, then what you can do is you can patent it and you can license it out, right? So if it's something that's really, really unique, it's out there, it's something that you'd have to manufacture in a new way, or it's a completely different function or completely different app, look into if it's possible to patent it, because it is that unique. You can actually online do a search so you can see US patents, and you can see if things have already, maybe the idea has already been taken and you don't know it. Somebody's already patented it, and if you want to go through with it, you actually have to license it, right? So definitely do that research. Find out if it's something that you can actually patent, and go that route if it's something that's that unique. Then what you want to do, if that's the case, if you're going to share it with friends, or if you're going to share it with people because you want their advice and feedback and support as you move along, make sure you're having them sign a non-disclosure agreement before you share your idea with them. A non-disclosure or non-compete, so that they can't talk about what you're creating, and they can't obviously go into business and compete against you. Now guys, I'm not a lawyer, so I want you to be very clear about that. I'm not a lawyer. This does not constitute as legal advice. So if you're in this situation, definitely go talk to a lawyer. Make sure that you get everything in a row, but I just wanted to give you some high-level advice if you're in this kind of situation. Now, if your business idea is something that kind of already exists, maybe you want to become a blogger, a travel blogger, a business coach, it's something that already exists and you just want to go into that industry and become another one. In this situation, if you're feeling like sharing what you're doing is holding you back, you're afraid to share because you don't want someone to steal your ideas, but the same way it's holding you back from forming relationships, it's holding you back from getting that kind of support that you want in your business, there's a reason why you feel that negativity. There's a reason why you feel that pull to share what it is that you're doing. You want the feedback, you want to share what you're doing, and you want to get that support, that advice, and that feedback. And to be honest, guys, getting feedback from people in my business as I launch new products, or as I grow and as I put myself out there, has been the best thing for me. So you don't have to do it alone. That's why communities like Yes Supply and Yes Supply Collective were created so that you don't have to do it alone. And what actually happens is when you share what you're working on, you share it with other people, you are able to get feedback and you can work with people instead of trying to compete against them. The best way to get started and gain that momentum in your business is to put yourself out there, talk about what you're doing. People will start to know what it is you're all about or what it is that you do, and that highly increases the amount of referrals that you can get, organic customers, because people are talking to you. Word of mouth referrals are the best way. I get so many referrals to the collective and to my clientele from referrals from people who have already worked with me, from people who know me. So don't try and hide in the box and try and keep it all a secret if it's something that's kind of already out there. And be sure of yourself and recognize that even if there's another coach out there, or even if there's another blogger out there, the way that you're going to do it is completely different than anyone else. And so when you go into like that, you don't have to compete. You can work alongside other people and go further. What you actually might want to do is look for people that you can partner with. So when you really know who your target client is or who your target customer is, think about, okay, what kind of services are they already shopping for? What kind of products are they already shopping for? And then what you can do is partner with these people who have a similar client base as you, but they offer a complementary product. You guys can end up working together and you can share, customers and clients and referrals and everything back and forth instead of having to feel like your business idea is a highly guarded secret. So you don't have to do it alone. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I have my Business Besties event coming up in LA. I'm always talking about how important having business besties in my life and having people that I can support and that support me to share some of my favorite secrets with has led to so much success and so much growth for my business. So to recap on what we're talking about, if you have something like an app or something that's going to be completely functioning completely different than anything else that's out there, and you think that you might need a patent for it, look into patenting it or trademarking it and making sure that you're having anybody who you share your idea with signing a non-disclosure or non-compete so that they can't compete against you. But if it's something that you feel like you're really going to benefit from the support on, and it's not some sort of business idea that's going to be patented just for you, I would definitely just put yourself out there, share. And what you might find is that when you share your ideas and you put yourself out there, you're going to get such incredible feedback from people that want to support you. And even though somebody could steal your idea, it's a lot of work to start a business, and they might not be passionate about the same things that you're passionate about. So even if it's the best business idea in the world, if it's not the thing that that person is passionate about, they're probably not going to succeed with it. Or if they just, steal your idea just to steal an idea because they're not creative enough, they're not going to make the progress because they're not really passionate about it. I've seen people steal my ideas. I've seen people, I have my sales page and I look at their sales page and it looks exactly like their sales page or their product offer page. But what usually happens is they lose interest, they move on to something else, because when it's not their idea, it's not coming from that internal passion that they have, that internal purpose that they have, they're going to just, move on to the next thing. They're going to find somebody else to copy. They're going to find somebody else to try and rip off their ideas. So don't worry about people stealing your ideas. I feel like that's really, really rare. And if you're feeling this pull from the inside that, you'd be better off sharing it, getting it out there and getting that extra support, definitely go for it. So hopefully this helped you. I'm going to private message you to let you know that this live stream is up. And if you're a member of the Supply Collective and you want any of my one-on-one feedback on anything that you're going through, just head inside the collective to the area that says Ask Reese. You can ask me any question you want, and I'll share it on here or on an Instagram live stream. So hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing long weekend, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.